I'm trading one system, one ticker, S&P 500 futures every single day for a full year. I'm going to go every session to track the progress, reflect, and sharpen our execution. So today is day 62. I made about $422 today. Um, Pretty wild day. There was a lot of up and down moves actually, and I think the tournament kind of messed me up a little bit from yesterday. So at the highest peak, I was up 1,400. The lowest, I was down 935 in a sense. Um, these are the levels that we have for tomorrow. So things kind of play out as we expected to a certain extent. If you guys watched yesterday's video, I said that I was expecting us to kind of do this arch where we come back to test MOB. We end up testing it overnight, which was somewhat unexpected. I was not looking for that big of a move overnight. I was looking for a move like that happen in the daytime, but obviously market makers always like to do what they do, and they do things differently when we least expect it, right? So it was a huge breakdown last night. We lost that blue level over there, and then we started crashing down, and we end up holding this 30-minute MOB. I don't know if it will continue to hold further. I think we're testing that right now, but I do expect the next test to be the 48 minute. If the 48 minute doesn't hold, then I think we can potentially come back down even further to the 97-minute MOB, which it kind of hit the last few times there. And this is at this point where we must hold now. If we don't hold here, we're in trouble. There's also a lot more market chatter this time than ever, that there's potential for a market crash. And the 195-minute is our last defense there. I hope we don't even get that far, but if we do, we're in serious trouble. Um, but that's pretty much where the market is at. One of the major news we have in the market was that Michael Burry, he came out and he started that bear circus where he was like, "Hey everybody, I think these two companies extremely overvalue Nvidia and Palantir," and he's like, "I'm gonna short the hell out of it," and everybody's like, "Oh snap, these companies are overvalued," and everybody's looking at shorts. So now we're suddenly very bearish. A lot of stocks were down today, as you can see from this list. And this is one of the unusual days where it's down a lot, which means we do have a lot of fear and uncertainty in the market. But I'm not seeing it that much on the social space. But clearly, a lot of people who have sold are selling. So what this tells me is that it's probably institutionals that are selling a lot of these stocks off because we don't see the fear in retail market yet, but institution clearly are fearful something else could be going on, which means that I don't even think the 48 minutes is going to hold at this point. I think we're probably going to most likely test that 97-minute MOB. So this is where I'm looking for support in the next few days. Um, and we'll see eventually how that plays out. So for as far as today, we'll go over how we made our money today. And so here's the signal that we got today, 9:42 a.m. We had a market structure flip bullish, which means that expect the market to go up. So that was over here, huge push up. Then we ended up breaking over the MOB and push up higher. 10 a.m. we had a DP buy signal. So that was over here, 10 a.m. and that worked out. We did get a little dip and then we did push higher. So unfortunately, I thought we were gonna push even higher than this. I wanted to see more, but it didn't happen. So when it came back down, we pulled back here. I bought the dip, expecting us to push higher, and didn't, and ended up breaking under that 1 minute MOB support, which is where I got stopped out, lost some money there. But that wasn't part of the signal. That was just part of my own thesis. So then at 11:56, market structure had flipped bearish over here, which means at this point you want to start shorting the MOB, which kind of worked out here here, right? And then we went down at 110 market structure. I mean, we had a DP sell signal, so that was telling us more selling pressure is coming, and we did end up getting that more selling pressure. And then 144, we had our first buy signal afterwards, and then that ended up playing out as well. We did get a huge move back to the MOB, which you could short because we're in bearish market structure, and eventually we end up closing lower for the day. So far, bearish trend is still intact. I don't think we'll get a bit bullish trend unless we can break over this level here. So the first level to even consider doing a bullish trend would be to break over this 68, 64, which is very, very far away. I thought we could test it today, but it didn't happen. So as long as we're under that, and we keep going downwards, we'll be continually bearish. So I think we could also even push this level as a level to watch too. If we go down like 20, 30 points, this will be another point of resistance afterwards. So I hope that was helpful. Hope you guys didn't lose too much money today and continue to make money throughout this week. If you're struggling, feel free to ask questions. Anything we can do to help, we'll gladly help. Take care and have a great night.